Hey, what's up guys? It's Marf and welcome back to another Asphalt video. Today I finally have the video on the Dodge Tomahawk in Asphalt 8, and let me just say it has been a blast playing with this bike. Even though the bike has all of its issues, which I'll talk about later in this video, this has been one of those aspects to Asphalt 8 that has really reinvigorated my love for this game. Year after year there's something new that just brings me back. And I believe last year it was the Terra 9 track and the Bugatti Chiron Festival, and now this time it has been the Dodge Tomahawk. Now, unfortunately for this one, I did have to pay a bit of real money in order to get this bike. I had 8,000 tokens saved up, and when I saw that this bike was on sale for 10,000 tokens, I decided to fill in that gap of 2,000 and buy the bike. Now, keep in mind that over the course of I believe almost 8 years of playing Asphalt 8, the only other thing I've purchased for real money was not only the game when it first came out, because yes, this did actually launch as a premium title, but I believe a year after launch I bought a $5 car pack or something like that. So besides that, I don't recall ever spending any money on any Asphalt game whatsoever, and that includes Asphalt 9. I don't believe I've spent anything yet, but we'll talk about what happens with this season's Legend Pass, but that's for another video. Anyway, I decided to fill in that gap of 2,000 tokens. I bought the Dodge Tomahawk, and let me just say, I've been having a blast with this bike. Now, let me go over the couple of reasons why I bought the Dodge Tomahawk. Now, firstly, I have never really had a king of the game for Asphalt 8. Now, back in the very early days, 2013, 2014, I believe I had some of the S-Class cars there and fully upgraded them. But beyond that, when the game started, getting very popular and very freemium-like and all that, and I sort of started to take a step back from Asphalt and play other games, I never really had the opportunity to catch up. I had some really good cars over the years. I have a Max Ferrari 330 P4, I have the Hennessy Venom GT, but beyond that, in the recent years of the Centenario's dominance and all of the festival cars, I've never really had a king of the game. And that includes my Bugatti Chiron, which is only at, I believe, $1798, which really isn't that good for that type of car. So when this Dodge Tomahawk was on sale and I saw that it came as an Ultimate, that was pretty much the biggest reason for me purchasing the Tomahawk, because I didn't need to do anything else in order to get it to its maximum potential. Because one of my issues with Asphalt 8 now is just how much of a grind the game is. And it is a free-to-play game, it's getting older, and so obviously they want to get as much money from people as possible, and well, I kind of fell into that. But anyway, I didn't really want to grind the 7 million fusion coins it would take to get the Arash AF10, I believe that car is called, and that's the only other Ultimate around the 1859, 1860 rank, because beyond that, for 10,000 tokens, which is the cost that I paid for this bike, I could buy something like the Centenario, but I would even need to upgrade it after I bought it for 10,000 tokens, which for me would just not be worth it, and I didn't want to grind that out, get the parts, get the cards, get the currency and all of that. And this was just a supremely easy way to just get one of the best vehicles in the game. Now, I did mention it's a bike, and that is one of the only issues with this vehicle. It's a bike, and that brings a lot of issues with it. If you've played with a bike in Asphalt 8, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's very hard to control in many areas, and the physics just do not work with bikes in Asphalt 8. So I realized that was a trade-off I'm making, and so there are a lot of races I cut out of this video because I would just crash a bunch. There was even some times on, I believe, Transylvania where you crash because you're not able to turn very well after a specific jump, but it keeps respawning you in an area where you don't have enough time to turn, so you just keep crashing over and over and over again. So there are definitely issues with having a bike in Asphalt 8, and I was willing to take that chance because at the end of the day, I play Asphalt 8 to have fun. I don't really care too much about the economy of the game. I don't really care too much about the balance or anything like that. I just play Asphalt 8 to have fun, and the Tomahawk has certainly given me a load of fun in Asphalt 8. So overall, if the bike is still on sale, because I don't know if it still is, I bought it a couple weeks ago at this point, but if it's still on sale and you have 10,000 tokens lying around, you want a vehicle that will be very close to the king of the game. I would pretty much consider this for most people kings of the game, because not a lot of people have very highly upgraded S-Class cars. If you have that 10,000 tokens sitting around and it's still available, I would go ahead and do it. If you're very invested into the game and you want something that will last you a very long time and is very good for events and things like that, then it might be a better idea to try and get another vehicle that's a car, because those are just easier to handle. But if you're looking for a lot of fun, I can definitely recommend the Dodge Tomahawk. it's just a blast. And one of the great things about having this car, or I should say bike, is the acceleration and top speed are absolutely nutty. So the top speed for this vehicle with nitro is around 306 miles per hour. But because it's a bike, you can go into supercharge mode, which means you kind of don't really need that double tank booster. And going into supercharge mode will, I believe, get you around 314 miles per hour, which is absolutely insane. Now, again, I don't know this game extremely well compared to like Asphalt 9, so I don't know if that's specifically the highest top speed in the game, but I can definitely tell you that it's good enough to keep up with max upgrade Centenarios, and even I kept up with Jescos. So yeah, if you're looking for the top speed king and you don't really want to upgrade a car, this is definitely a good choice. Now, in terms of acceleration, you'll see a lot of times at the start of the races in this video, even with no nitro boosters, I can just beat everyone off the line, and I have such an advantage. I leave everyone in the dust, and so the acceleration is just absolutely mad. And that's something I also wanted to talk about with this bike. You don't actually really need any boosters whatsoever in order to compete in multiplayer. Now, once you get to the highest league, which I believe they call Champion League in this game now, then it might be a good idea to get the tuning kit upgrade, because, you know, just better stats will help you overall. But the acceleration is so good that you don't really need a nitro starter, and because of that supercharge mode, you don't really need a double tank. So throughout this video, I don't believe I used any boosters whatsoever, and you'll see me come in first or second, and the only really times I come in second is either because I'm going up against someone who also has a similar rank of mine, around 1860, so basically a king of the game, or I crash and mess up because I'm in a bike and I'm just bouncing off the walls all over the place. So overall, I would definitely recommend the Dodge Tomahawk. It's loads of fun, and I've had a really great time with this bike. It's really reinvigorated my love for Asphalt 8 just because of how ridiculously fast and fun it is. So let me know your thoughts on the Dodge Tomahawk in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys later.